Okay, what's your name?
Jane Townsley, I'm President of the International Association of Women Police.
What are you looking forward to most about the conference in Winnipeg this year?
This is a really exciting conference. It's the first time we've ever had a conference in dual language, so it will be in English and French, which will be an immense achievement both for the French-speaking Canadians, and also many of our members are from French-speaking countries such as Africa. So this is really exciting. The emphasis on human rights, we're celebrating human rights issues whilst we're there. We're having fringe events taking place where women's groups will be discussing how to progress not just women's rights but violence against women, how to progress prevention and investigating of such crimes. And also there will be a small contingent of young women from colleges and universities who could be potential police officers in the future. So I think that's another exciting aspect of this conference. And we're really looking forward to it. It's getting really exciting on the back of events that we've recently been involved in. That was the CSW in New York, the Commission for the Status of Women, where we presented on gender responsive policing. And we've just been involved in the Global Summit to End Sexual Violence in Conflict in London. Again, a huge opportunity for the IAWP. And we will soon be involved in an event in a consultation event with the UN Women in Morocco to look at how we can prevent and detect sexual violence against women and girls. And IAWP have been invited as police experts on that subject. So it's really exciting, and I know that Winnipeg Committee have a huge training programme, great speakers, and we already have quite a commitment from sponsors, and of course we can't put these conferences on without our sponsors. So a big thank you to those already on board and those thinking about coming on board. Please come and join us and be part of what IAWP is about.
For anyone who's not been to an IAWP annual training conference before, can you explain what happens at such an event?
Yeah, I once had someone describe it to me as a conference like no other. On arrival, obviously there'll be women officers from around the globe. Last year we had 1,200 at our South African conference. They will come from around the globe. And on the Sunday is the opening ceremonies, when everyone is in their best uniform, and we usually parade through the city. There's opening ceremonies and speeches, and the buzz and the excitement that day is just undescribable. These women being able to network from women, the far side of the world, but realising that their stories are virtually the same, and they often have the same challenges. Some have more challenges than those of us fortunate enough to have had resources to our exposure for policing. But and then obviously followed is 4 days of training, and an excellent training programme has been put together by our conference committee. We have an awards luncheon during the week to recognise women who've achieved fantastic things from around the world. So we will have an awards programme, a formal dinner. We're also this year having a scholarship breakfast where our scholarship winner and runners-up will have a special formal breakfast put on in recognition of their efforts. And we will also be awarding the UN Peacekeeping Award. We have our annual general meeting for the IAWP itself, but the bulk of it is quality professional training, and the social events provide an excellent opportunity for networking and for these women to share experiences, which is probably one of the biggest things that comes from these conferences.